Jones here on a Friday night. There's been a slow news cycle today, so it's not really much to talk about that I know of that I actually paid attention to. So I guess I'll talk about Wesley Snipes reprising his role as Blade. There are certain characters or certain people who play characters, and that's just their role. You know, for example, Adam West. Adam West is Batman. You know, if you grew up watching that 60s Batman, that's all he would ever be for the most part. Hugh Jackman, that's Wolverine. Who's another? Yeah, let's just keep it modern here. Ryan Reynolds is Deadpool. But we also know Wesley Snipes is Blade. Well, Blade being the father of the MCU. You know, back in I think it was 1999 when Blade came out. I remember watching this movie in the theater. It's like, wow, this is just a goddamn good movie. I had no idea it was a Marvel movie. I had no idea Blade was a Marvel character. It wasn't until later, I think probably about a couple years, I was watching some reruns of Spider-Man, the animated show, and Blade popped up on there. And it just took me a while to put one and one together. It's like, is that Blade from the movies? And it's just like, yeah, that is him. But I didn't know that. So you learn something new every day. You know, that being said, 20 years, over 20 years, and Wesley Snipes reprised this role. You know, back to the Blade movies. Blade 1 was awesome. Didn't expect anything out of it. Those are the best kind of movies when you expect nothing and you gain everything. So Blade was a damn good one. Blade 2 took everything that I liked about the first Blade and made it better. Now Blade 3, I think it came out around about 2003, 2004. Actually, no, 2004, 2005, because I just moved up to Washington. And I remember sitting in the movie theater, and it was just like, well, this one isn't good. He's got sidekick characters, and they tried to push him to the side in its own movie. And it's just like, wow, that's crazy. But you had this one guy, I had no idea who he is, but it's like, he's kind of funny, and he's kind of annoying. Not knowing that's how Ryan Reynolds kind of is. He kind of plays himself in every movie, but it seems to be. So I remember going to the movies and seeing Deadpool and just thinking like, wow, this guy, he played the hell out of this too. But anyway, going back, you know, the rumors back in the day was that Wesley Snipes was being difficult to work with on Blade Trinity. And, you know, he was saying that he wouldn't get out of character, that you refer to him as Blade. You know, rumor being that he was a prima donna. Well, I guess he kind of had to. I mean, you had hits like Passenger 57 and a lot of his other movies. Blade was, Wesley Snipes was a big deal in the 90s and early 2000s. So he kind of had the right to be a prima donna. But they're saying that him and the whole cast didn't get along, specifically him and Ryan Reynolds, that he did not like him. And, you know, judging by that, I can kind of see that. But I think it's really big, you know, flash forward now, that whether, I don't know who made the call to bring him back in, but I'm glad they made it, because the fans deserve this. You know, the new Blade just keeps getting pushed back. I know they cast Mahershala Ali to play Blade, and he is the logical choice to play Blade. I mean, I would have picked him. It's just like they did. But it was just like, oh, the Batmans. You know, you can change Batman, but for the most part, Batman's going to be either Adam West and, you know, because I grew up in the 90s, Michael Keaton. I mean, George Clooney Batman was pretty good too. But, you know, those were the Batmans that I hold dear to my heart. And, you know, just like we're going to hold Blade near to dear our heart, Wesley Snipes is Blade. So, I don't know who was the bigger man, who did what, but I'm glad they did it. You know, sometimes, you know, after almost 2 decades, you can't squash beef. You know, people mature, people rectify things, and they move forward. But I'm glad that this happened, and I'm looking forward to hopefully actually getting a Blade movie, and hopefully Wesley Snipes plays Blade again in that movie. So, again, tell me what you think in the comments below. Like, share, and subscribe. And as always, Jones out.